Okay, so in this video, we're going to take a look at the Green Party and how and what they're saying about landlords. Slightly worrying, but let's see what's going on here. So, BBC News article: the Green Party recently they had their conference, and at the conference, basically the members decided to back a plan that would see the end of private letting, essentially taking out landlords. So let's take a look here at what exactly happened. The Green Party has committed itself to phasing out private landlords from the housing system, which I don't think is a good idea necessarily. A motion passed at its party conference, which called the party to seek the effective abolition of private landlordism, whilst backing building more council houses. Now, the truth is, if that did happen, what would be the after effect? Would it actually benefit people? Or would there be more issues in terms of like getting properties and so on and actually making rents go up further? Now, this is a question that one has to explore. The plan is now official policy for the Green Party of England and Wales, but there are currently no costings for the plans. In England, 19% of all households live in privately rented properties. That's just under 20, basically a fifth, or just under 20% in terms of the latest government figures. So one in every five, making it the second largest type of housing in Wales. The latest available figure is 17%. Okay, so 19% in England, 17% in Wales. Under the terms of their new policy, the Greens would basically put more regulation and taxes on private rentals to make it difficult for landlords to make a profit, whilst boosting house building by councils. It would use existing green policies such as imposing rent controls, ending buy to let mortgages, and giving councils the right to buy a rental property when it's sold at a discounted price. How can they do that? So basically, if councils have first pick in terms of a property and then getting a discounted price, hmm. The Greens would set up a state-owned housing manufacturer to mass produce high-quality mass council housing for local authorities. They would also levy national insurance on rental income, which, according to a report in the Times, is a measure that has also been considered by the Chancellor for the Labour Party, Rachel Reeves. Green MP Carla Denier was the party's housing spokesperson, suggested the policy was not as radical as it might sound. While the motion to the conference had an eye-catching name, it does not actually abolish landlords, she said. It does, however, address the housing crisis, empowers tenants, and improves their well-being. But what about the well-being of the landlords? Because obviously, when they see headlines like that, they will definitely, more landlords will be looking to sell. And when there's less properties in the market, that means more pressure for those looking to rent because not everybody can afford to rent. There are some people who don't want to rent. For example, they may be looking to move abroad in the future or whatever it might be. So there are pros and cons here. It contains a range of policies which over time would reduce the proportion of the housing market that is privately rented and increase the proportion of socially rented homes. Under the Green rules, motions like this, which was put forward by an activist, become party policy if they pass a vote at either of the two conferences it holds each year. Other new policies adopted over the weekend include protecting people who have been left in care from discrimination by calling for care experience to be treated in the same way as age, religious belief, sex under the Equality Act. Ellie Chowns, the Greens leader in Parliament, said the party's MPs would now push the government to adopt the measure. She said that those who have been in care often face discrimination, harassment, and victimization throughout their lives in terms of housing, education, health, and employment, and so on. She added making care experience a protected characteristic would ensure public bodies make policy with care experienced people in mind. The Green Party of England and Wales now claims to have more members than the Liberal Democrats, with more than 84,000 people signed up. And at the time of this recording of the video, I think it has crossed 90,000. So, I mean, the Greens are definitely on the rise, with their new leader, Zach Polanski, being a populist leader and quite popular and getting more popular. I mean, the Greens do have some good policies for sure, but this policy around getting rid of landlords and targeting landlords is not the way forward, really, in terms of like policy that they, should be pursuing. They should really be tackling big conglomerates, big business, not the small landlord, not the small person who's trying to, you know, make a living a little bit extra here after working hard to purchase a property. It's not the right way to go about policy. So the Green Party should really think about this in more detail Okay, people, do let us know in the comment section below. Do you think it's a good idea to get rid of landlords? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.